We back at it, man. We back at it. Let's go on Instagram early. Let's go on live. Let the people know we out here. Saturday evening. Let's get it, man. Comment gang strong. Salute to the people on Instagram. Right now, we are on YouTube live. Who's that? AGB the Dawn. Jeez. Look out for AGB's interview that's out right now with the boy Buds doing this damn thing. Yo, what up? What up for the people on Instagram? We are on live. Not the Instagram live. Well, Instagram live too, but we're on YouTube live if y'all really want to get it popping. I titled this stream here, It's Almost My Birthday. Happy birthday to me. Soon forward. Salute to everybody pulling up here in the chat. We'll not be taking any requests on Instagram, but if y'all want to get interactive in the chat with me, pull up on YouTube, youtube.com/We Love Hip Hop Network. Let's get a conversation going. A lot of things I want to cover here today. So I definitely, yeah, man, I definitely want to get into it here. So gather around. Let's get it popping. Pull up on our YouTube channel right now. Probably talk for about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. I got some things to do before my birthday. That's going to be popping off at midnight. So let's get it popping for the people on Instagram. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How's my audio sounding? Make sure my audio is crispy. I just turned it up a little bit for the people who might have a little bit of issues hearing me. Before I get into anything, I want y'all to make sure to hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? AGB the Don wants to know if YNW Melly getting off or nah. I say yeah. I think he's gonna beat the case. You know what I'm saying? There's been I feel like any cases that happen in these days and times, if it looks like it's not gonna be a win, then it's usually a W. And if it looks like it's hook, line, and sinker, then it's usually a L. So just think bizarro world, everything opposite. But yeah, man, make sure to hit that subscribe button for the people who are pulling up now who haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Make sure to smash that like so that we can get us going on in the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? The likes help. And, leave your comments. Let's have a good conversation here, all right? No funny stuff in the comments neither, all right? Let's keep it positive today. I'm going to wait a little bit longer before I spark up my spliff. I'm going to make sure I share this across all the socials. And while I'm doing that, I want to remind y'all about the 16th this month. It's going to be this Sunday coming up. Let me make sure it's Sunday, because I be saying stuff and not knowing sometimes. 16th, yeah, Sunday the 16th, all ladies showcase. It's going to be going down. I'll pull up the flyer behind me as soon as I'm done doing my sharing over here on, what's this site again? Reddit. Okay. Oh, good. I already have it pulled up on Instagram. Let's pull up some stuff behind me so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And like I said, hit that like button. Also, before I even show y'all this flyer, I want to give a big salute to the sponsors. Big salute to the sponsors. Diamond Club. They got deliveries across Canada, all right? As well as all over the GTA. They have the best flour in the city, as well as edibles. I got a pen here courtesy of Wonka that I'm about to open up right now. So it's definitely a movement. You know what I mean? You can find them on the Leafy Things website. All right. That's the app that, you can find all the good bud. Or you can find them on their Instagram at diamondclub_Canada. So let me show y'all what's going on here with the flyer. Let's give it a quick refresh. It's going on the 16th. Chinese Kitty live at Lee's Palace. All right. Doors open at 8 o'clock. Big salute to Up North Studios. There's going to be Chinese Kitty, who's going to be the headliner there. There's going to be performances from Paris Richards, Goldie London, Lee G, Double M, Lady SB, Duchess, Shay G, and Chen Zhen. All right. Trust me, this is going to be a vibe. Y'all make sure to pull up. And Chinese Kitty will be headlining the show, obviously. And music will be by Killer Kells on the ones and twos, and hosted by the boy Friday, Ricky Dread. Hold on, where the fuck is my sound effects? The boy. All right. So what is that? July 16th. Make sure to be there or be square. It's going to be a vibe. So what is that? August 6th. Okay. Sorry, I'm just double checking my audio here. So who we got over here in the comments? Comment Gang Strong. Check in now. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who's out here. Salute to AGB, the Don once again. Who else is that? Mickey Mouse. Okay. Anybody else? Let me know who's out here. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, bro? I'm currently bunning on some what was that I had? The pink Rockstar. That was fire. Courtesy of Diamond Club. What do you just go through the site? They got fire on there, bro. Keon Morrison, Easy Fecta. Checking in. Let me know who's out here before we get into these stories. All right. Where do I want to go first? I feel like I'm getting into like a little bit of some tea talk right now. Okay. I've been on the road all day. Okay. Doing my thing. Big salute to the homie, Rebel Lion. He was in town. That's my homie from Montreal. He's here, him and his wife, for the Beyonce concert. I went over to a quick little birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Family things. You know what I'm saying? I had to go see my godson. Go wish him a happy birthday. Bring him his gift. Let me see if I could show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? I go and deal with like regular life stuff. It's not just COE, content over everything. You know what I'm saying? Watch the big man. Holy. Oh, y'all can see that on the screen? Big man things. I have a picture of this young gentleman when I was holding him like a baby. That's when you start knowing you're getting old. When you feel like you're about to tell him, listen, bro, I knew you when you were just this tall. Just stop yourself. If you find yourself about to say, just stop yourself. Now you're turning into your parents. Okay? But that's how I felt. I was like, damn. I was holding this guy like a little baby, and now he's could probably bust my ass. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him, man. Big man thing, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Family things. Fills his lungs with trash booth. Stop this. I only smoke the finest of the finest. Okay, of the loud. Citadel, what up? Okay, so there's been some things that have been going on since I've been on road, right? This whole day I'm there, occasionally looking on Instagram to see what's happening. And I feel like the rappers have turned into tea time. You know what I'm talking about? Tea time? Like, usually rappers be going back and forth like, yo, F the ops, smoking on so-and-so, Ray Tay Tay. But now, man, them are on some, I'm trying to get at your girl or your ex, or you know what I'm saying? Hey, did you know your ex is wash? Like, it's like some tea. You know what I'm talking about? Like tea. Like Real House Husbands of Toronto tea. I didn't know that Joe rappers got into the tea like that, fam. I didn't really want to. I'm not. We're not a tea network. We don't do the, sip the tea, girl. What you saying, girl? Oh my God. Oh, look who's saying so-and-so about so-and-so, girl. We don't do that over here. We on, You guys chill with the violence. No, you're not smoking on nobody. And the rapper said, you know what? We ain't on that no more neither. So it started with Top 5. Okay. Salute to Top 5. He's currently in the Maplehurst doing awaiting his trial. And he posted a picture, and this is courtesy of Canadian Underground Kings. It says Top 5 shoots his shot at Press's ex-girlfriend, Koi Leray. And by the way, for the people who I feel like a lot of people mess up her name, like as if it's hard to read. Koi Leray. They just mush her name together. They call her all types of things except for Koi Leray. What's so hard to pronounce about that? But anyhow, he posted in the stories, Koi's looking sexy. Where's my tea? I got coffee. Friday sips coffee. Okay, because I'm telling you, the drill rappers are on the tea thing now, fam. It's we've turned to the shade room over here. So that happened. And then Bundog responded. Now, where's Bundog's response? Here it is. He took a shot at a female rapper named Baby Shay. For the people who don't know Baby Shay, she was connected to Top 5. You know, people call her Top 5's ex. I don't know. I'm not in the man them business like this. I follow their music, fam. I don't be knowing who's wifey and who's not wifey. So this is new to me that like these guys are like, yo, I'm hollering at your wifey. Like what? Yo, Diamond Club, what up? Where's my sweat rag? Yeah, they're like, it's the game's changed now, fam. This might be a positive thing. So Bundog responded. He says, and let me know if y'all can see this on the screen. Bundog, this is Top 5's ex-girlfriend, Baby Shay. Ooh, child, he got some tea today. Now, let's see. What did he say? I swear this bic is pregnant. Where's the post? Send it to me again. What? She don't look pregnant in that picture. Yo, AGB, chill. All right, and then I guess that was in response to this. Hold on, where's my tea? Ooh, child, the tea's getting hot today. I'm telling you, fam, drill rappers have turned a new leaf. You know what I mean? We're not smoking on dead ops anymore. We're trying to smash your ex. We trying to get at your girl. What up? Oh, that's your ex? Can I get a turn? All right? That's what's happening now, fam. I rate it. It's better than, well, you know, it can get left or can turn left, but it's better than, yo, I'm smoking on this person and I'm smoking on that person. We might be turning into a positive direction. What y'all think about that, gang? And there's a bigger picture that I want to even mention here. You know what I'm saying? It seems like these guys were more together once upon a time, and I don't know if it's beef, but I just don't see the togetherness no more. Right? I'm not trying to get too mixed up in it. Listen, I've already learned my lesson. Yo, Friday, stay out of street business. I'm just here for the tea. But I was under the assumption that the Wassas and the GGGs were together. So I don't understand why the back and forth is for. It could just be all for the gram. You know what I'm saying? Jay Castro says, definitely not positive. Look what happened to YB and Vaughn after Vaughn did what he did with one of YB's BB moms. True. But I don't think it's that serious, fam. Like, these guys are talking about exes. Right? Usually, when you hear from any of the like top 5 or any of those guys, they're like, haha, what we smoking on? Yeah, homie. Right? What we smoking on? Yeah, homie. That's usually the MO that these guys stick to. You know what I'm saying? They're strict on this drill shit. Like, yo, smoking all types of strains. And I don't like that. I don't condone that. I'm super not a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not smoking on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself some Diamond Club, fam. Get the piff, bro. Don't smoke on nobody, fam. Not good. Right? I'm on that game. That's I only smoke Diamond Club. No ops. So when these guys are on the, oh well, you know, screw your ex-girlfriend. That's light. I don't know. Maybe I'm messed up. I think we're going in a positive direction. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all saying in the comments here? Citadel said, like Takeoff. You know that he ate up Big Migos and K Money. I don't know. You got pinned in the comments as on the X page. That's a sushi wrap. What? Listen, fam. I'm just here to say, guys, if it's gonna be a beef thing, just keep it light. This is light to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay reporting on this. I don't feel like I'm gonna get any backlash from it. You never know. I might wake up tomorrow and be like, yo, what did I say? Damn. Why'd you say that? Right? That happens. Right? Salute to Aiden Ross. But today, I think that we're clear, fam. This is, and listen, this is Boondock who responded. Pressa actually finally did jump in and have something to say about this. But Pressa said he's staying out of it. He said he's not ishing on any man that's in jail. This is the most positive back and forth I've seen probably since I started doing this podcast. You know what I'm saying? The most non-confrontational back and forth I've seen since the inception of the We Love Hip Hop podcast and network. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. If it goes super left, then we might have to rewind this live and be like, yeah, Friday, you were kind of wrong about that, bro. Like, mans really took it way serious. But I feel like Toronto mans don't really get into it over their things like that. No disrespect to the American niggas, but like, I feel like those guys are more willing to shoot somebody's head off over a gal. You know what I'm saying? Toronto mans are like, yo, bun that thing, fam. Yo, bros over hoes. At the end of the day, still. Don't worry about that thing, bro. She was just a thing. All right, so I'm just let y'all know we're good with this one right here. Quick fast, before I move on to the next story. And I did title this, it's almost my birthday, because at midnight it will be a real nigga birthday. Where's my air horns? Where is my air horns? Happy birthday to a real nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I always, I'm not going to act like it's always been the most amazing time in life and stuff like that, especially since, y'all know me on microphones or on air. And to me, that has been a blessing. So I always have things that I want to make sure that I mention that I'm thankful for when it comes to these times. You know what I'm saying? And one of the main things that I'm super, super, super thankful for is this network and the audience. You know what I'm saying? We have a very particular audience. Like it's very Toronto centric. Obviously we have people that tap into us from the States. I'd be inside the analytics. The analytics say that we have more than 20% sometimes of our viewing audience coming from the United States. So salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But just to have an audience and people give a shit about anything that you say, that's a blessing in the first place. You know what I mean? Especially from somebody who came from the rap game and, you know, rapping obviously in the city, as I've been talking about over and over again, is not the easiest thing to gain success from. Okay. I look at all these different Toronto rappers that are trying to make it every day, every week. And I feel for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in a great position where I transitioned in a good amount of time where I didn't look like that old nigga who's still rapping. Even though at the time I felt like after a while, you might be that old nigga that's still rapping. So, you know, I'm thankful for that. And yeah, man, just thankful for having a good shorty to hold me down in the rough times. I'm not going to get into a whole Grammy speech or award-winning speech and stuff like that, but these are things to be thankful for. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of skittle bums that are running around this city, and trust me, I've had my share of them. So to have a good woman in your corner that helps you stay focused and that makes you realize that there are good people in the world. You can trust women, okay? Because I've had my share of trust issues when it comes to the gal them. Some girls have done some wild shit to me, and I've done some wild shit to them. So, thankful for that. But yeah, man, real nigga birthday at midnight. Gonna be celebrating that. Probably will be recording tomorrow, same way. Do another live, because you know this is what I enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? As far as yo, this what man? You don't got no life, fam. No. This is enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? It's a job, but it's a job that I enjoy. And even just to have that's a blessing in its own. So just to put that out there, get a little personal with the audience quick fast before we get into some more things. So let's move on here. I was watching the No Jumper channel. Big salute to Adam22. Y'all been seeing the controversy, obviously, that's been going on with him, his wife, Lena the Plug, some dude named Jason, who gave her the Willy Bobo. Let me see if I can show y'all this behind us. Because No Jumper, they're back. They're back like cook crack, bro. Like Adam turned this around, fam. Hoodballers 9 says, the best interview you did with older rappers that give gems and give youth information. Yo, thank you. Salute to Ken Smooth. That's a classic one right now that we just dropped out the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? And I got some interviews in the vault that are about to drop just now. You're going to get some jewels from just now. But I'm going to show you all right quick fast what's going on with Adam's page here. They back. Okay. This video right here, 500 and I can't see it properly from here. 559,000 views in 2 days. Adam and wifey, they chop it up. They talk about the elephant in the room or the anaconda in the room.
Never say that I don't give you what you want. You've all been talking about it. You all want to hear it. I got the one and only Lena the Plug, my wife, on the podcast to talk about
air horns.
Recent events.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking about how I'd probably never come on the podcast again, but if I f***ed another guy, so now I'm allowed to come on the podcast.
You thought you were never going to come on the podcast again?
I mean, it's just like, you know, no one wants the Lena the Plug interview, but then I f***ed someone else, and now it's like, oh, she needs an interview.
Okay, you did an adult scene.
Okay, so let's get to some of the stuff. Let me see.
Yeah, before you left the house, I was in bed. I remember I was like, okay, go do the scene. Don't tell me how it went when you come back, and I don't want to see any clips from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because when you came back from doing this scene the other day, I wanted to hear about it. And
a lot.
I wanted to know what I was going to find out. I wanted to know, like, what's the most extreme thing that happened? How did it play out? That's more like me wanting.
First of all, should I start a poll here? Get the lawnmower with the bobo. Fam. One of the things she mentioned in this interview is that she was in pain for like 4 days. Let me see. This is kind of like Indecent Proposal, right? Y'all remember that movie? Woody Harrelson, Demi Moore, Rich Millionaire. It's kind of like this, but a little bit different. Rich Millionaire, Robert Redford says, yo, I want your wife for $1 million for one night. Okay? Man says, you know what? We need the bread. Fine. But then, and maybe I could pull up a piece on this movie here. Then he kind of gets buyer's remorse, like, no. And he goes to go find his wife. Let me see if I could pull this up here. Indecent. There we go. Let's see here. Was it good?
And today I saw Gage. Thank you for your trust, David. And for listening.
You
No.
you wanted to, right?
David, I'm...
All right. Now this is after whatever happened. So I want to ask y'all, would you let another man have your, let's put wife, or we can go wifey, or this was $1 million. This movie was in the 90s. Okay. So we gotta change the standards. You know what I mean? Today, in today's standards, $1 million already don't go that far. So let's up the ante to $4 million. Okay? Dollars. Question mark, bear question marks. Comment gang strong. Would you let another man, I guess, even for the ladies, another woman smash your husband, or let another man smash your wife for $4 million? Where's my sound effects? What kind of sound effect does this need?
To like manage whatever the fallout might have been, more so than like trying to avoid. I don't know. Like, why did you not want to
text Adam
see it?
after the scene. I don't even tell him the scene's done. I'm just like, do you want anything from Dave's hot fried chicken? I just like act like it didn't happen.
Adam. No.
Hey, real quick, how would you find the answer in all this data?
You get sassy.
I'm gonna get YouTube Premium for my
I got
birthday.
an abrasion on my dick.
Whoa, hey, yo. Okay, so let's give some context. Catch 22, what up? Speaking out loud, what up? Cancer Gang. Just context. Okay, Biggerton, what up? He says he got an abrasion because afterwards he smashed his girl so many times. Like, as soon as she came through after the scene, he was like, bedroom. I don't know. He kind of said like he kind of got turned on by this. Bro.
Say that this is going to be something that I'm going to be fucking pounding my dick to, but
I hope you watch
Hey,
the scene and I hope
yo.
you jerk
yeah.
off.
See, you said that last night. Is that you are really turned on by the idea of me seeing it and enjoying it?
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I didn't know that was going to be one of the effects of this.
I don't know, because I know that you think it's hot. We've had more sex since I fucked Jason than we usually have in like a month.
I got.
Adam, you're my guy. I know these are business decisions, and I'm going to give you guys the devil's advocate response in a minute. The votes are raising right now. We got 10 votes in here right now. 40% says yes. 60% says no. Hell no. Right? Oh, Leo season, what up? Okay. The no's are rising. Okay? But as soon as she came home, bedroom, shower, bedroom, let's go.
Got an abrasion on my dick from fucking Tim.
Every time we talk about it, you get a boner, and then we have sex.
I know.
I feel like you're trying to assert your dominance over the fact that I had sex with somebody else, but it's still like part of it turns you on. Like, oh, she fucked someone else.
Is Adam leaning into this? Like, is this a play to bring back No Jumper? And the second question for the gang, okay? And thank you, Garfield. Do you think this will backfire in the future? Because, to play devil's advocate, for a lot of couples who do adult movies and stuff like that, this is not a big deal. For us in the hip hop sphere, we're like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing this. Yo, what a uck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe a C uck. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe he's doing that. Bro, whoa. You know, you heard me. I'm like, bro. But if you're in the corn world, this is regular shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, it's kind of like a swinger kind of culture, but for money. Where there's a lot of people who are doing this for free. Right? Hoodballer says she's going to divorce him real soon. She's waiting for him to build more money up and then take his stuff and probably run. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. But from their accounts, like, she got her own bread. She makes a lot of bread doing what she does, whether it's Dolo or whether it's scenes with Adam and other girls. Plus, they got the podcast. She brings a lot to the table too, monetarily. And as far as being a good mom and all that, like, you hear them publicly talking about how dope of a girlfriend he has and how good of a mother she is. And not even a girlfriend, a wife. This is not his girlfriend no more. This is his wife, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that they went into this full well knowing what they were going to be getting into.
There's something about it where when you know your girl's not fucking anybody else, which at this point, and after 7 years, I feel quite confident that you're not going to run off and cheat on me. It creates like a little bit of competition in your mind, even not knowing necessarily like how much you enjoyed it or how great it was or whatever. It's still kind of like, oh, like that competition thing. That's like a real biological thing. Like, I want to beat it up.
I told Adam that he can have anal the day the scene comes out.
Yo, this is the
well, we were already talking.
You guys are gonna get my video demonetized,
yeah,
bro. Jesus, Murphy. So they then finally linked up and brought Homie on, and I watched this in real time when they premiered it. I was like, oh my God.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting a call. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take this.
Watch this, gang. Yo, what are you guys doing, YouTube? Get out of my face with that.
Oh, hello.
Look who it is.
Mr. Jason Love. How you doing, man?
What's good? What's good?
We're just doing a little podcast here and figured that we would, have a little conversation with you to see exactly how all this was for you as well.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. That's why I chimed in. Catch y'all. See what's up.
Definitely. So what's the vibe like between you guys? Anything I should know about?
I don't think there's a really vibe. I think it's like a business thing, but I feel just very uncomfortable with this right now.
Yo. Let me see what the poll's saying right now. Okay, because like I said, and I mentioned this earlier, for the people who are just pulling up now, the audience that we've accrued over here, that we've accumulated and are continuing to accumulate, is a very Toronto-centric audience. Okay? A lot of the things that go on in Hollyweird, the man them ain't going for. Right? You guys understand what I'm talking about. Like, just the man them ain't going for everything that, like, the Yankee them are going for. You understand what I'm talking about? So I ask you guys, I like to put up these polls because I just want to feel what we may feel from our end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Over here in Toronto, we may deal with things just a little different. Right? So this is like, I would even say this is more educational. Okay? This is a survey to know what a Canadian or a mostly Canadian audience thinks of these types of things, and if these are the types of actions that, you know, we over here up north would take part in. All right? I know that there's clubs, Oasis is one. Okay? And listen, no shame in the game. I haven't been to any of these clubs, but I'm not like, oh my God, you went to these clubs? Like, I've dealt with girls who've gone to these clubs. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a big deal to a lot of people in this city. But demand them, some of them partake, but it's like in secret. All right? I'm going to do something weird, and maybe it's because it's almost my birthday. Big salute to Alizé. Right? Zaylink, the show that was on the network last year sometime, or it could have been 2 years ago now. Time flies. And she spoke to a lot of people who came from that club. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just like, quote unquote, you know, white type people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There was some girls who were like hood chicks who were like, yeah, I go to these places. And there's another one, I forget the name. It's somewhere in Saga. Maybe some of y'all in the comments might know the one in Saga's name. But people go to these places and then they walk in and people are smashing, and it's a wild, crazy place. Right? But this is normal. Or not normal, I guess. Not frowned upon, let's say. Okay? It's not regular in society, but it's not frowned upon. So I'm just saying all that to say, not all Toronto people are against this type of stuff. Some people share their wives. I don't, but some people do.
I feel awkward.
A little uncomfortable.
Can you tell him how nervous I was?
Bro, like so nervous. Oh my God. I feel so wrong right now. I feel so wrong right now. Like,
It was
like
bad.
it's just work.
Okay.
Calm down.
But a lot of people have like a cheating fetish. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like
I feel like you do.
yeah, cheating I've done in the past was I'm a little bit turned on by the fact that I was doing something underhand, or take myself out of it. But like, if you're fucking a girl and you know she has a boyfriend and she's doing something wrong, that is kind of hot.
Y'all agree with that? What he's saying right there? You know what I'm saying? Which show are you talking about? Not this one here. Or are you talking about, and I know you're not talking about Adam, because what's the view count on this again? They back. 559,000. You know what I'm saying? If No Jumper was having a decline as far as their viewership, with the departure of AD and the Fig Gang and all those guys, they back now. Right? All it took was, you know, his wifey taking one for the team, basically. Right? And this is, I'm not saying this to know this. This is an observation that I'm seeing from this whole thing, because it's obviously gone viral. I'm talking about this now, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like this has brought No Jumper back into the forefront. Right? Max B says, And not Max B the Wave God. Free Max B the Wave God, but Max B from the Comment Gang. He says no jumper is, and I know what you mean here, double canceled. Double? Damn, bro. It's a tough crowd. Let me see what y'all saying in the poll here. 15 votes now. 33% says yes. 67% says no. However, 33% is not low. There's still a considerable amount of people who are like, what did I put the number out? 4 mil? I'll take the 4 mil. Wifey come back feeling a little different, but she'll bounce back. She'll be all right. Right? Hoodballer says no jumper was better with AD and those other guests to help the show. I don't know. There's part of me that agrees with that. And I definitely realized what AD and those guys brought to the table. Like, they definitely brought up the viewership, and there was a lot of different things going on. And, you know, it was just an exciting time in the No Jumper universe. However, I feel like it was more quantity over quality. You get me? I feel like they had a lot of shows, and some of them did well, right? The food show that AD and Duno were doing, that was doing great. The At the End of the Day podcast that AD was doing, that did okay. But the mainstays, the main things, and then all the other interviews that were popping off, the Poetic Flacco interviews, AD didn't really do interviews too tough, but the T-Rel interviews, different things like that, those did well. You know, the Gina Views interviews. But the mainstays, the bread and butter interviews, are the thumbnails that you see Adam in the thumbnail. I know for me, and I know for the audience, because I can see in the view counts, those interviews exponentially did better than the other ones with the people that left the network. So yes, he had more people and there was more content being pumped through the channel every day. However, the amount of money that it cost for him to put that out, you know, having to pay for staff, have to pay for the on-air host, all those different things, for the view counts that they were getting, I don't think was adding up to Adam. So yes, it's an adjustment period that us as the audience, and I don't know how many of you guys are No Jumper audience members, but I know I'm a avid No Jumper viewer. It's going to be an adjustment period. I don't watch all the interviews with Flacco. I don't watch any of the interviews with the boy there, Suspect. I watch some Sharp interviews, but they definitely have to, it's going to take some time before they get back to where they were before. But with this right here, I think they're definitely on their way. You know what I'm saying? Hoodballer said they bought the security and protection for Adam22. Yeah, but you only need security and protection if you're getting into the mix. You know what I'm saying? As long as he stays out of the mix, he won't need as much quote unquote security and protection. Right? They have that guy Crip Mac that they've been, you know, using over and over on the network as far as for interviews and him sitting in on podcast episodes and stuff like that. And he's cool, but yeah, AD and those guys were definitely valuable.
Is it?
A little bit.
You see, he knows.
But they got gold right here.
It's kind of like the adrenaline. Like,
I'd feel so guilty if I was the other woman.
Okay, so Jason, give me a genuine review. How was it?
You want like a number scale or just
This guy right here, you gotta have like I don't know, bro, like some kind of gut of steel. Because this is the kind of questions I don't want to know the answers to. Like, even if I found out like my G was, God forbid, was like cheating or something, I don't want to know. Yo, so how was it?
like
Numbers sounds like it could be hurtful, but if it's a high number,
It gives me
sure.
like a 4.
100%, 9 out of 10.
Really? 9 out of 10. Who's a 10?
9 out of 10, the man said his wife was, bro. Mind you, though, this poll, the number's fluctuating. Right now, the survey says, of would you let another man have your wifey for $4 million? Okay, inflation, right? 1 million is just not enough. Not enough to go through this type of trauma.
And today I saw Gage. Thank you for your trust, David.
Right? 4 million. And then later on, you just got to just hold that. You know what I'm saying? You're good for life. Right? Make sure that you know, make that 4 million stretch, invest it into nice things. Make that money grow forever. Generational wealth. You can create that. Right? But just know.
And for listening.
You
No.
But you wanted to, right?
David, I met him in broad daylight, surrounded by a bunch of rich
I don't believe you.
David, he bought our property, okay?
Man bought the property. Said, I own you now. Right? Yo, Biggerton, good point. Holy, I wish I could pin car. I think I might be able. Can I pin that? Holy. Yes. Pinner. Yeah, why not? You can cheat and she ain't gonna know for 4 million. Or vice versa. Just going to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying? The booty pink, a booty hole brown. Taking her to Pound Town for free, fam. You ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? What? At least this guy is getting the bag from it. Most of y'all niggas, your girl could be cheating on you and you're getting zero. You don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Don't be that guy. Maybe Adam's getting ahead of the bullet. Oh yeah, you feeling froggy? Well, put a $sign on it, bitch. Let's go. Actually, no. I got a better sound. Put a $sign on it. How much is it going to cost to rent that pom pom out? To this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's better off before she just go and do it anyway. And he ain't getting nothing.
Well, obviously her.
Oh.
Well, it was a 9 out of 10. I never grasped an entire 10 before. It's like you gotta leave room for something that could possibly top the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll take a 9 then.
That's fair.
Adam's like, yeah, that's fair. All right. Now I'm uncomfortable. Anyhow, I'm going to get off of this. All right. Salute to Adam22. You know, enough on Adam. We ain't going to go too much on Adam with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to mess up my no jumper opportunities when I get down there to the States. So, you know, not that I'm not giving you what I really think. I've given you what I really think. I don't think it's a pylon thing. I don't think people should be like, yo, oh my God, you're such a loser. In the hip hop world, maybe. Like I said, in the adult world, they're like, Oh, you're just doing that now, bro? You guys are lightweights. Get out of here. Slow down. Whoa. Scene 1. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Adam22, aka Dadam22. You know what I'm saying? I have a good news story for you guys here that you guys might need to be onto right now. All right. Also, I want to give a big salute to Dusty Wallace. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably link up tomorrow to do an episode, but you know, he's. I want to give a happy birthday to his 1-year-old. Also, you know what I'm saying? He's out here doing big man things. You know what I'm saying? We're all on big man things this weekend, yo. I'm feeling that. You know, air horns for us, yo. But in good news, or I think good news, WhyG, aka Mr. Vanisher, aka Mr. 35. WhyG is out here being an ambassador for Toronto peace and letting people know that things are good. Okay? He tapped in with the boy DJ Drama. Okay? This is courtesy of YG's page himself. All right? Gangsta girls. All right? Chains intact. See them right there? They're all back. I don't know exactly where he is. Possibly YG is across the border. When I'm taking the poll down for the letting your wifey get smashed, okay? 38% says yes. And 62%, they're not having it. They're not doing it. All right? Let me unpin this. And let's get to the boy 35. So there's a couple of pictures here. I'm going to give YG another AKA ambassador for peace. All right. He's showing his chain. It's kind of a sub. Like, look, see, I got my chain on and he got his chains back. Salute to you, DJ Drama. Okay. Hold on. Is there audio on this? Maybe. No sound. All right. So this is not photoshopped. They are together. Now, if you guys remember the DJ Drama incident that happened about a month ago, I can't even say it was that long ago. He had a different shirt on in that incident, right? I don't feel like going back and looking for that picture, but I feel like he had a green shirt on in that one. All right. And make sure to hit that like button for anybody who's pulling up on this live currently. You know what I'm saying? Likes are free, please. And it helps the algorithm. He had like a green jersey on when he was down here for the summit, for the Canadian Music Week conference. And he did his little speaking at the conference. He went to the club after. This is a quick recap. He went to the club after, chain swanging. I don't know who escorted him to the club. I'm not going to make any assumptions of who he went to the club with, but he went to the club. He didn't have enough security. That was for sure. And allegedly, some of the GGs said, yo, I'll take those chains. Thank you very much. Right? Allegedly, there was a couple of bing, bang, bing, woof, woof, Hennessy bottles to the brain. And DJ Drama was excused of his chains. All right? Just to put it nicely, he was relieved of the fine jewelry that he had on his neck. And I think I have the oh, there it is. Found it.
This what you fucking get for not checking in. Shout out boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat, brat.
Got one of those. Sorry, I'm got loud in the house.
This what you fucking get for not checking in. Shout out boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat.
Sound effects slack, crack, pack. Okay? So for that, from there to where we are now, we're making progress, fam. This is why I said this is a good news story. Right? Boom. Got them back. Here's the proof. And he's with a next Toronto man's that niggas know is with the shits. And he looks comfortable. Right? Look at the relaxed look on Drama's face right here. He doesn't look worried. What I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know if I should ask YG himself, is are they in the States? Is YG moving around in the States? Because that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, one thing's for sure and one thing's for certain. If you see YG out there and he's in this picture with this guy, DJ Drama, by himself, it don't mean that he's by himself. You know what I'm saying? Because I interviewed YG. Well, the first time we interviewed him was years ago. Okay. And this was like shortly after he was on the run. He was, running around through the United States and he had his adventures and, he beat the case and boom, jumped back into the game and came back into the interview. Legendary. One of our highest viewed interviews that we have on our channel right now. And in that interview, he was mentioning how when he was moving around in the States on his race, a couple of mans tried him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was moving around. He had, I forgot what chain he had at the time, but from time, these guys were moving around with big chains. This is when he had the football chain. You guys remember that one? Let me see if I can find some old school pictures of YG. Salute to YG. YG is one of my favorite rappers in the game out here, low key. And I say low key because I feel like I don't mention that enough. You know what I'm saying? These times. Or no, even better, these times. When he had these chains. And he told a story about moving around and he was going to go buy some guidelines for the YouTube, but he was going to buy some drink. Okay, let's say that. He went to go buy some drink. And I think from what I recollect from the story, he was saying something about the mans were trying to tell him to come down to a certain street or a certain alley or whatever. And he wasn't with it. And he ended up having to say, you know what, let me just go the other way. And he kind of escaped what could have been, mans trying to rob him or something. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, he's a man who knows how to move around the United States. He has experience. Okay? If you're going to see him moving around looking like this, is because they can. It's because it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere off camera here, there's probably a few Wasas. If they are in the States, then there's a few American, conglomerates and, guys that they've linked up with probably who are thorough, who are like, yeah, we good in this club. We popping bottles. We're spending money. All our jewelry is on. Chains are on the outside of our shirts. Oh, there's DJ Drama. Oh, yo, Drama. Yo, you got your shit back? Oh, yo, let's take a pic. Right? And here we have the pic now. Ambassador for Peace. Big 35. You know what I'm saying? Y'all messing with this in the comments? Brian Fraser, what up? Good Baller said, they should have sold those chains. Gangsters move in silence. They did. Back to him. Allegedly. Right? From the blogs that said, man's needed 100 grand. You can get those back. Send them on the plane ASAP. You know what I'm saying? You can get those right back ASAP. And look, he's wearing them. He got them back. All right? Listen, after an incident like that, man's like really like violate you in another city. There's a degree of there's a big percentage that you might just always be salty about Toronto mans for life. Okay? Follow me. So if you're you like, he has the upper hand, the upper advantage in this situation here, technically, right? If YG's in a club where he's at and he's not in Canada, let's say, and I need to confirm this, I need to know what club they're in. He could be like, with his people now, the amount of people that he can have with him, his entourage, whatever, his extra security, all that stuff that he's going to have with him while he's in the club, especially with all these jewels on his neck. Okay, he ain't going to let that happen twice. However, now he sees, I seen this guy on Instagram. What's his name? YG? You know, one of his niggas is tapping him on the shoulder. Yo, those guys, I think I see Pressa. Shit. I wonder if there's any of the GGs. You know what I'm saying? And now they can prepare themselves. They can be like, okay, get on the phone. St. John's, is that an old pic? Is Big 35 pulling something from the photo bucket saying, yo, remember the times? Remember the time. Because I'm looking for confirmation here. Please, put me on. You say YG's capping, eh? I don't know, fam. The timing is great. Right? When you go to the metadata of the picture, like May 2023, April 2022. I'm going to put this out July 8th. Ooh. Hey, remember this? Remember those chains? Yo, Toronto niggas are funny, man. Like, you gotta love it, fam. Like, these niggas get on the internet and have a good old time, bro. You know what I mean? Whether this is brand new or it's old. Like, you gotta see the comedy in this. I know, like, it's a tragic event. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone of anybody getting their things taken or, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Badness. I keep the peace. But you gotta see the jokes in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, big up the 35, man. Big YG. And big up the DJ Drama, man. I don't want Drama. Listen, I was about to say, I don't want Drama to feel like he can't come back to Toronto. However, I'm not the one who can make those decisions here. Okay? But, if you ever want to do an interview with the We Love Hip Hop Network, okay? I know we've had a history with one of his ex-girlfriends. She didn't like the things that we were saying about DJ Drama and one of the incidents online. She got at me in the DMs. She said, you got to stop posting about Drama. I don't know if I ever told you all that story. You know what I'm saying? But his ex-girlfriend was like, yo, you got to be easy on those posts. I'm there looking at it like, what? Is this the same girl that I was talking about in that news story? And she was like, yo, Drama deactivated his account. Do y'all remember that? He had his ex-girlfriend now. But she found out about his side thing, went to go and give her the beats, and the side thing turned around and flattened her out. And the man made it all over the Shade Room, all over the blogs. We talked about it on the podcast. What do you mean, St. John's, his time is done? The man has Jack Hart. Lil Uzi Vert just put out an album, fam. Remember, that's bread in his pocket. Drama's good. He's very relevant. He's just a label guy now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, salute to DJ Drama. You guys are going crazy in the comments, eh? Holy. You guys are ruthless. Comment gang strong. Listen, fam. Toronto niggas ain't gonna let you get away with nothing, fam. You better be correct out here, bro. Man, listen. Anybody out there in the States who really wants to know how a Toronto nigga feel about some shit, you got to pull up on any of these We Love Hip Hop lives, see the comment gang, and see how they give it up, and be like, okay, when I go to Toronto, this is what I can expect. Man, them don't play certain games over there. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing the Adam22 share my wife. They're not accepting the non-checking ins. I don't know about I see they're saying Lil Baby's a fish now. Why you guys saying that about Lil Baby, yo? What Lil Baby do to y'all? Actually, let me go to academics. DJ academics. Academics. Because I've been seeing these pictures floating across my timeline. Man, them are having a good time. Is it because of this, the party, that Michael Rubin party? Is it this? No. I found it. Ah, bro. Got him. What's happening here? I need to see the video that I put out before I started doing this live. I was talking about the boy Drizzy Drake with the paint thing, right? And I'm not saying that like this is correlated, okay? I'm not saying the man's on to any fish things, okay? Comment gang said whatever they said. Okay? It's just times are different now. I don't know, bro. So, and this is 50 Cent. 50 Cent be getting at these guys. Let me go through 50's page, because 50 Cent, he don't let none of these guys slide. Okay? He's from the old school like us. All right? It's 50. Now let's see what his comment or his caption says. See, this is why I don't go to no parties Puffy and them at. The fuck is going on here? Get the fuck off my young ninja. Who is this guy? Who's he? Why Lil Baby look so happy? That's that money, bro. I ain't got to go back to the trap no more. Give me a hug. Yo. What is going on, man? Royal Freshness. Fire and brimstone. Oh, man. Where's my sound effects? I got one for this one.
Fire.
The game's changed, gang. Okay? He don't look like he knows that there's a camera on him.
Fire.
All right? You guys are going crazy in the comments today. That Bacchus money? Oh no.
Fire.
Not the Baka's money. Hoodballers9 says all money is not good money. Gang, I'm not even on no shrooms or nothing, fam. This is just hilarious. Yo, the rap game is hilarious. The rap game's done gone crazy. Wow. Don't tell me y'all ain't buying a new Lil Baby shit when it drop, yo. Like, let's not do that, though. Or like streaming it when it drops. Huh? Oh, man. Is his nails painted? Let's get in closer. All teeth, bro. All teeth, fam. All the way to the back. You know what I'm saying? He's happy. He's the real, like, terminology of that word. He's representing it right now. You know what I'm saying? He's happy. Let him live his truth, fam. Okay, let's move on. Salute the Lil Baby. We just had to. I'm glad you all put me onto this. This gave me. Oh man, just to click away from the picture, just the way that this guy is smiling. I ain't never seen him. Look how happy this guy is, bro. There's cameras on you, my G. He's at the Puffy party. They trying to party. God damn. Okay. So the boy Drizzy Drake. I got something for y'all quick fast on the boy Drizzy Drake. He's touring right now. He's out there. He's on road. A couple things even before I even mentioned the boy Drizzy. Let me see if I could pull up my homegirl's page right here and give her a big salutaz. A big salute. Big salute to Ali, aka Ali Bona. Once upon a time, I used to work at the Shoppers Drug Mart head office. I told you all this before, many times now. I revealed this after years of keeping it a secret. I worked at the Shoppers Drug Mart head office, and I was a trainer. You know what I mean? I was just training all the customer service agents. We've had some very popular people who've run through that Shoppers Drug Mart office over there. Okay. One person besides the shorty I'm about to mention right now, who's doing the braid up for the boy. One person was public enemy number 1, okay, on the most wanted list. Y'all remember last year there was a Muslim guy. He was the number 1 person on the most wanted list. And they were looking for him for some wild murders. Y'all remember that? He was like a chubby face Muslim kid. And they had like the Bolo program, and the boy then were talking on CB24 about, yeah. We're looking for these guys and he's number 1. And they had a reward out for like maybe almost $100,000. It was a lot of money. And within 48 hours, they got him. I trained that nigga. It was $50K. And I remember when they put the bounty on, it was like, oh, I remember saying to myself, yo, somebody's going to turn that guy in ASAP, bro. Somebody's looking for that money right now. And they got him like 48 hours. Okay. I got a text message from one of my homegirls that I used to work with. And she was like, yo, do you remember that guy? You trained him. He used to sit behind so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. I was in the presence of the public enemy number 1. But besides that, in that office, I also trained this young lady here. Okay, she was a great customer service agent. Showed up to work on time, all the time, and then boom! Now this is what she's doing. She's doing the braid up for the boy Drizzy Drake for his tour. Salute to her, yo. I'm gonna air horns for this lady right here. Young girl too, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna reveal her age or anything, but like for her to be going from working in the Shoppers Drug Mart head office, I don't know, like after I left the office, what she went on to do. You know what I'm saying? But I seen her post up on this like, yo, this is what you're doing now, fam? Like, what? This is crazy. This is a big look. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the braid up for Drizzy Drake? Wow. Yo, air horns again. East Side ting for real. Holy. That's how you know Drizzy's a real one, fam. He could have got some American chick from Florida to come and do his hair for him. You know what I'm saying? Pick up some Tallahassee thing on tour. Be like, oh, you're great with the braid up. Oh, that's what you do? Okay. Nah, fam. Scarborough tings. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is the good news podcast today, yo. But at the same time, good news that, you know, he's on his tour. He's doing his thing. And while he decided to kick off his tour, I think it was Chicago. While he was in Chicago, he dissed not Chance the Rapper, Childish Gambino. All right. He jumped on stage. He flipped one of his tunes. Where can I find a clip of this on its own? Maybe I'll find it through academics. Academics. Oh, here it is. Salute to whoever short this is. So he has it going over on the Trinitron right there. Y'all see that? Let me refresh it so y'all can see it again. He's got it running on the Trinitron because he's slick with it. You know what I'm saying? He's petty. One thing I want you to work on, Drizzy, over 2024 maybe is maybe lowering down some of the petty. Like, it's fun, but eventually it'll consume you, my brother. I made a vow back in 2022 to lower down some of my pettiness. And I think I did a good job. Now, that overrated and over-awarded hit song, This Is America. The man had it rolling on the damn stage. That's some petty shit, bro. That's a sub. This guy don't stop, bro. So I want to ask y'all, do you guys agree? Childish Gambino said that old track, that This Is America, off of a Drake. Yes. Thank you, Jay Castro. Drake, he heard you. Okay? When you were like, yeah, I made that song. It was supposed to be an old Drake this. Yeah. Right? He heard you. We don't need to pull up the audio. Toronto mans know. The thing is, the boy, he don't forget. You know what I'm saying? I think he's around a crew of petty niggas as well who are like, Yo, fam, you don't let that slide. Address that, fam. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh yeah, I do remember that. Let me get at this nigga. Put it on the side of the stage. I don't even want to give it to him in the bars. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask y'all. Ooh, that's a good question. Friday, what are your favorite top 5 Drake songs of all time? That's a great question. I'm gonna answer that in a second. I'm gonna ask you guys in a poll. Is This Is America, okay, in the song, not the place, because we love America, overrated? Okay? Question mark, question mark, question mark. All right, because people, this conversation has started now where people are like now second guessing the song. But if you listen to the song without the music video, it's This Is America. This is America. This is America. Like, there's no lyrics in the song. It's not like the man's like giving you some profound observation of American culture. When you heard, when he said that fourth bar about America, oh, so deep. And I'm not saying this because I'm Drake's invisible lawyer. Hold on. This is America. This is America. I'm not going to play the song because we're not doing this copyright-ish. Holy. 1 second, gang. This is America. This is America. They make you get the full ad before you get this song right here. They ain't playing no games, yo. Okay, here we go. That's the hook.
Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America.
Was it the video that we were captivated by, or was it the song? Was it the video or was it the song? Because the video was great. Nobody's doubting how amazing this video is. Like the cinematography, the casting, the choreography, everything is on point. 11 on 10. We didn't even do 10 on 10. We'll do 11 on 10. You know what I'm saying? Right? This is America. Guns in my area. Gotta stay strapped. I gotta carry him. Yeah. I'ma go into this. Yeah. This is a gorilla. Yeah. I'ma go get the bag. Yeah. I'ma go get the pad. I'm reading this here, gang. I don't know if y'all see that. He's spitting hot fire. Dylon, and 2 more extra Dylons. All right? Hold on. Let's go further into the profound lyricism. I'm so fitted. I'm on... You know what? Let's even do one better. Let's do it one better. This is America lyrics. Here we go. This is America. Yeah. Go away. Yeah. Go away. Okay, so that's just, we'll call that the harmony part, right? We won't count that as the lyrics. Ready for this, gang? We just want a party. Party just for you. We just want the money. Money just for you. I know you want a party. Party just for free. Girls got me dancing. Dance and shake the frame. We just want to party. Party just for you. We just want the money. Money just for you. Hold on, there's more. There's more. It's getting deeper. Pause. I know you want to party. Party just for free. Girl, you got me dancing. Dance and shake the frame. Oh, he repeated that part. Ooh. Ooh, bars. I think the boy might have a point. You know what I'm saying? I can continue the rest of this song here, but if I'm not mistaken, I think he just repeats it. Oh, there we go. It changes. This is the hook. Ready, guys? This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Woo, yeah, woo, hey. Guns in my area. Word to my area. I got the strap. Hey, hey. I gotta carry him. And then he proceeds right here. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go into this. Yeah, yeah. This is gorilla. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go get the bag. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go get the pad. Bag? A pad? Bro, chill. Don't hurt him, Childish. Don't hurt him. You're giving them too much lyrical fire. Okay? That's too much bar. Oh my God. That's just too much raps, fam. That's just way too deep, fam. I don't think they're going to understand this. Oh, and this was going to be a Drake diss? Oh. Wow. Wow. Good thing you changed your mind, Childish. I don't know if Drake would have been able to handle all this lyrical fury. This is why the boy didn't come back with some bars for you. Didn't say anything slick. He just somebody put something on the side of the stage, and we'll just do that. That's how we'll address this goofy. Where is it here? Yeah, right there. We'll just put something along the side of the stage, and you can have that, fam. There's your attention. Okay? I hope you sell a few more streams of what is it? Hold on, what is it again? Because, we got to make sure to get the lyrics right. All right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go away. Right? We got to make sure we get those ones clear. Do that one again. Give me another yeah. That studio session must have been crazy. Anyhow, a big salute to the boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you didn't waste your time giving this guy bars, bro. Give the bars to the real rappers, not the comedians. Okay? Not the comedians and listen, I rate your show, Atlanta, great show and all that. You know what I'm saying? Save the real rapping for the real rappers, okay? Childish, okay? Don't be thinking to be having no Drake diss. You know what I'm saying? And if you did have it in your brain, then don't talk about it in an interview, fam. You just look crazy, bro. I got one more thing before I get out of here. Bell Media is not posting ads on Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna get quick, fast, serious if we can for a quick second. Shade in the 6, what up? You know what I'm saying? And let me get rid of this poll here. The poll that I have here says, is America overrated? 67% says yes. And 33% says no. You know what I'm saying? So have you guys heard of this thing called the Online News Act? I know AGB the Don most likely heard about this, right? That's the type of stuff that he's definitely in tune with. Let's see if we can pull it up on the screen here. Online News Act. Online News Act. Okay. We'll put it up here so y'all can see what I want on the screen. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so the Online News Act, Canada.ca. Once implemented, the Online News Act expects the results flexible regulatory frameworks that facilitates fair business relationships between digital platforms and news outlets, sustainability in the Canadian news economy, including sustainability of local news. There's more. Okay, and we're on the government website now. We're getting governmental. So the Online News Act ensure fair revenue sharing between digital platforms and news outlets, provide for collective bargaining by news outlets, promote voluntary commercial agreements between digital platforms and news outlets with minimal government intervention. As last resort, establish a mandatory arbitrary framework for digital platforms and news outlets cannot reach commercial agreements, define the roles and tools of Canadian Radio Television Communications Commissions, the CRTC, as regulatory, hold on, there's more. As regulatory, and then there's more. Expected outcomes of this legislation. Once implemented, the Online News Act is expected to result in a flexible regulatory framework that facilitates fair business relationships between digital platforms and news outlets, a sustainability of Canadian news ecosystem, including a sustainability of independent news businesses, as well as Indigenous and official language minority communities news businesses, and support for innovative business models. A diversity of news businesses within the Canadian news landscape that provides services to different populations in every province and territory, including Francophone and Anglophone communities, Black and racialized communities, and the maintenance of press independence. Okay. So this right now is affecting the news as far as the way that Canadian news is going to be pushed out here. You know what I'm saying? As I said, right, Bell Media is not posting ads on Facebook as we speak. All right. I'm trying to find out a little bit more about this. You know what I'm saying? About how this is going to affect us in the future. So this is why I'm bringing this over here to you guys in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I seen this on CP24 earlier, and I said, does that count for independent outlets that pump out news like ourselves, like the We Love Hip Hop Network? Is that going to affect what they deem as news and what they deem as just you guys who do your little YouTube or podcast networks or different things like that? These are all the different questions that started popping up into my mind. So as I've been looking through this, I'm just looking, how is this going to affect us? So this is why I brought this over here to us in the comment gang. You know what I mean? How much do you guys know about this, and how much do you feel that this is going to affect Canadians as far as us out here putting out more content about people having their freedom of speech, or even like, you know, our news being pumped out to the places where it needs to be? Because it seems that that relationship with the Canadian government and these different social media platforms has become kind of murky over the years. And a lot of people believe that this is because of the implementation of things like Bill C-70, Bill C-18. So let me see what y'all say. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments here. Jay Castro says, Justin Trudeau is nothing more than a fan. Hoodballer9 says, they all want you to work for one. And he also says, they hate self-employed people that make good money. Yeah, because in the States, when it comes to different things like the social media platforms, including YouTube, because don't get it twisted, YouTube is a social media platform in the end of the day as well. There's a lot of news outlets over there, independent or mainstream, that you could find all over the internet. But I don't know about all the different laws and bills that they have that have been, making the fluctuation change as far as what's getting pumped out into the internet over there. But I know over here, we've been dealing with a lot of different bills that right now we're not seeing the difference of. But somewhere down the line, and I'm not talking about long way down the line, I'm talking about within the next 2 years, 3 years tops, we're going to start seeing the effects of these different things that have popped up. Right? So, for example, Bell Media, which is the ones who control, they're the mother company to CP24, and a whole bunch of other different programming over here. For them to not be posting on Facebook, there's probably going to be a lot of other outlets that are going to follow suit. And then that will be a big dent in the pockets of Zuckerberg and those guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Now, how they react might not be in our favor. They might just be like, yo, mute all you guys. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? It just all depends on how much of the market share, how important of our market share we are in Canada to them in the end of the day. Because remember, this is the World Wide Web. We're dealing with the whole world. They can cut Canada off and they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I did post a story the other day about Joe Biden and the White House and stuff like that. And I realized from that post that we do have an audience that's very politically educated. Let's say that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got opinions on things that are going on in the world. It's not all just about this hip hop stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, I'm reading right here. Jay Castro says, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm voting conservative next election. Only person I'd ever vote for before was Jack Layton. You know what I'm saying? Biggerton says, start making Canadian social media. Canadian-made social media. Right? Port City Investment says two sides to the same coin. Yeah. Bro, I just worry when I see stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Online News Act. Like, what's next, Trudeau? Like, by the time we get to 2025, we're going to be dealing with a whole different internet. Okay? Y'all are going to rewind back to this live here or the segment that I clip out of this and be like, damn, the boy Friday was right, yo. Things have changed. You know what I'm saying? This is the news, but this is going to start broadening to the average person, where when you're posting, you might not be able to get into the same algorithms as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? As somebody who is a content, a network owner, like, I deal with it as far as getting the SEO up and getting out there into a bigger algorithm. We're Canadian. They're going to be treating us different. Just be aware, y'all. I think we got it for the night. like I said, this is a little quick birthday stream. I don't know how quick it was, but at midnight, it will be the boy's birthday. A real nigga birthday going down. Very thankful. You know what I'm saying? And big up to the whole comment gang out here. Big up to the whole team as well. You know what I'm saying? Man like PK Herc from Day Wizon. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. Yeah, man. Big salute to him. Big salute to Dusty Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Also a day one out here. You know what I mean? Holding it down with me. He'll be back with me just now. We're getting back to this pod action. You know what I'm saying? The whole team, Dracy, Raheel, Empress. We still got team. Y'all see me up here doing my interviews and stuff like that, but we still got a team. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Taylor. Yeah, man. We got interns behind the scenes as well. Raquel. We got people out here, fam, doing some good work for us behind the scenes. So it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for the early birthday wishes that I'm getting in the chat right here. Salute to Shade in the Six. Salute to Bargerton. J Castro, everybody in the chat today. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very blessed to have an audience, run into people on road and be like, yo, you're the guy from the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I was at my godson's party earlier. There was people at the spot that were like, yo, we watched the show. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody who came up to me over there and the conversation that I was having with the brother over there from the East End. Like, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I get my little anxieties, my little whatever Friday anxieties being outside like that, it's a blessing. So thank you to all y'all. And yeah, we'll be back just now with some more pod action for your head top. Until then, we are off of this.